Welcome back to Hostel Synergy. Thank you for tuning in if it's your first time. And got a special guest today, my boy Suisside.
Hello.
And you're a producer, or...
Second half of Suicide.
There you go. That's the best way to put it, right? Mango?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's just start out with where you're from.
I was born in Cuba. That's where I was born. I lived there for like 8 years, and then my parents moved out here to Orlando, and then been here ever since.
Bet. So how long you been here?
8 years now.
8 years?
Yeah, 9 years around there.
And then what was it like, the transition then? Going from being born in Cuba, was like Spanish your first language then?
I was raised speaking Spanish. I speak Spanish with my parents, and it was hard, I guess, a little bit, because I didn't speak English at first. So I had to like learn the language, and it took me like a year and a half on Duolingo and shit. But eventually I got it, and I don't know, I just remember one day I woke up and I'm like, oh, I can speak English. that was it.
That's pretty funny. Was there any like culture shock? I mean, for moving to Orlando, I feel like it's a pretty Spanish area.
I'm definitely a lot more alone here. Like back then in Cuba, I was out with like friends on the street and shit a lot. Here I'm a lot more like secluded and just in my room and stuff like that. There's not really many people outside doing shit.
And then how did you get into music? Moving to Orlando around 8, and then what age?
I was kind of always into it, really. Ever since I was little, my first instrument was drums. There was this church in front of my house in Cuba, and this dude came, and he started like taking drum lessons and stuff, and I took him for like 2 weeks, and then we got kicked out because it was too loud. And after that, I learned guitar for a little bit, and I dropped it because it was too hard to like play bar chords and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it hurts my finger too much. And then I just didn't touch it for like years. I just left it, didn't do anything with music, and really after just COVID hit, I didn't have anything to do. I was home alone, and I just started making music, really.
So you started with drums and then guitar as well in Cuba?
Yeah. But I don't think I remember much from it. Like maybe I still have like a rhythm in me in drums, but I don't know.
You definitely put it down after like...
Yeah, I just forgot about it.
And didn't pick it back up until around...
COVID, I just had nothing to do.
2020?
I was like, well, I make a song.
Damn, so you're damn near one of those people that just started killing it the second they started.
No, I sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, some of your first songs are like...
horrible.
Horrible. That's what you think about them?
Horrible. I think my biggest song is horrible. Most of my biggest songs
Dark Side of the Moon? Or?
Horrible. I hate Dark Side of the Moon. I hate Let Me Fall. I hate Kiss Your Heart. I hate those songs.
Do you have any songs in your catalog that you're proud of fucking with?
I like my new songs.
Have you dropped any?
Yeah.
I know, like I listened to the latest one, right?
Yeah, I like that one. That one's cool. I like my new stuff a lot more. Before, all my other stuff just sounds like Peep, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I just started making music. I was like, oh, I like Peep. I want to try to sound like him. And then I did, and I was like, oh, people only like me because I fucking sound like him. I don't want to do this anymore. So then I just started just playing guitar and making my own stuff. And I like that a lot more.
Dope. So then when you were starting, who would you say, or maybe some of your other inspirations?
When I started, it was a lot of like, I listened to a lot of like SoundCloud trap and shit. So I used to listen to Bones, Suicide Boys, fucking Peep, Schema Posse, all that shit. And then later on, I started listening to like more rock and more alternative stuff. Now I listen to a lot of the Breeders. That's like the only thing I listen to now.
So then, what's your part in making the beats now? Do you help or co-produce?
I come up with like a hook for a song and like a guitar melody for it, and I like do like a vocal melody of it, and then I come to him with it, and then after that we just work on it together. Like we'll like extend it. We're like, oh, this will be cool after this part. Yeah. This will be cool after some other part, and then eventually the song will be finished. Yeah.
And then I know you spoke on so you write all your songs, you do the mixing, right? And then he'll sort of master them. Dope. I mean, how did you learn to mix? I feel like
trial and error.
That's it.
Just mess up a lot.
Because it's impressive. Like your first songs, when I first took a listen, I was like, wow, this does sound a decent amount, sort of like Peep.
My mix at first fucking sucked. It just took a while just to get like used to my voice and how to use it and stuff and make the mix work with it.
You think it's your mixing's like, can you make what you want your vocals to sound like happen now?
Yeah, I pretty much just use one preset now.
Oh, that's fucking fire.
That's it. I just use one preset. Don't even change it. Just turn the reverb down. That's it.
Dope. And it was just trial and error. Is that why you don't like your old songs? Do you think you're just unsatisfied with like the mixing and stuff?
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant on my ears.
And then, do you have anything you want the people to know?
Our album is coming soon.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. How long have you been working on it?
Man,
A little bit.
working, like actually working on it, probably like 3-4 weeks now. But like planning forever. Planning months, fucking months. Ever since like probably January this year.
No, I think. Wait.
Yeah, before because it was first Orlando trip.
I think Beloved was like, or Never was the first idea where we, like.
Yeah, if it was like the first idea, I think it's since like December or November.
Yeah, like
year.
people who know the discography, they know like Never was like the first song where we were like, because we made like a trap album, and only dropped it on SoundCloud. We're like, hey, let's make like a creepy trap album, like some Schema Pussy stuff, just like some eerie shit. That's why I like use my nylon guitar and all that, like the curse setup. And then we were like, we tried like a few rock songs, and we were like, oh, let's try to make an album like that. And then we're like, should that be the song? No. This song? No. Like everything after that was like an idea how the album could sound like. And then we were like, we tried to figure out what we want, and then like we kind of figured out what we want, like the demos and like ideas like in May or like April. Like in April we didn't have that much time. My internet broke. In May I was like 3 weeks away, and then like June was like the time where we kind of started, did a lot of demos, then like recorded everything, so it's like 59% done. It's just like gotta make it a little prettier, a little special.
We're sprinkling it with love now.
Yeah,
That's
a
how
little
it
laugh
is.
on top.
Love and care.
And then, are you trying to diversify your sound? What would you say is like your maybe goal for the genre, or what's the sound like for this album?
I want to use, I don't know, genres are weird. I don't like genres because
describe the sound maybe, because I feel you on genre.
the sound it's like a noisy but like melodic, pretty but still distorted sound.
Speak on that. What's Contra?
Contra?
How did that come about?
We stole a house in some resort, and we're holding the people hostage in it, and pretty much we're just fucking shit up in there. We got amps, we got everything. If anybody trying to come, hit me up.
Yeah.
All welcome.
How many people are in your
10.
10?
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
How did you all meet? How'd you all meet?
Internet.
Make sure to check out Suicide's music and the whole Contra gang. We are out.
Bye bye.
Bye.